Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of our Battle of the Bands podcast. I am Brandon Virgo,
I'm Brandon Bowie.
and we have a special guest here with us today. We have my brother.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Steven. Thank you guys for having me. It's about to be a lot of fun. Very excited.
Not a problem. Thanks for coming on the podcast and talking with us for probably too long.
Of course, this is the only topic I can cover over music, so this is fitting.
Oh no, you know plenty about other stuff. Like I'm sure you have a stance on like Beyonce and stuff like that, right?
I guess. Are we gonna have a Glee episode soon? I can come on for
We
that.
can.
Oh my god.
We can. I'm not opposed to it at all.
Okay, I'm
We'll
full
see.
support
We'll
of it.
see.
A musical episode. Brandon doesn't have to be on that episode. It's okay.
But anyways, for today's episode, we are talking about Eurovision. All right.
What
Canada.
is that, Brandon?
Yeah, so we talked about it in our news section last week's episode, but for this episode, I wanted to show you as a Eurovision virgin what it is.
That is true. That is
so
what I am.
basically, well, it's because we're in America too, so there's that. But yeah, Eurovision is this really huge song competition that takes place in Europe, hence Eurovision. They got these countries from all across the continent, including some other foreign countries like Australia and Israel that participate. And basically, all these countries have an artist or a band that represents them, and they perform an original song in front of an audience. And it's really cool. It's like, honestly, like, it's probably my favorite song competition that there is. Like, compared
As
to,
of recently or like ever?
as of recently, like honestly, it's like more interesting compared to like The Voice and American Idol because these countries are like writing original songs. You know,
How did
They're
this
not
all
doing
start?
covers.
Because I feel like a couple weeks ago you were not this interested in Eurovision at all.
I've actually been like aware of Eurovision for like the past few years. I think the first time I was like actually aware of it was the year that Portugal won. That was like back in
The
like
man?
maybe 2017, I think. That was in Portugal one. So yeah, I've been aware of it. I've been watching like a few performances. I just love seeing all these countries sing their songs and seeing the crowds waving their flags. Like I don't care for like sports or anything, but I love watching the Olympics and like events like FIFA
For the
soccer.
patriotism, right?
Yeah, seeing all these countries like represent themselves.
Can you use
Yeah.
patriotism for other countries that aren't here? Yeah, right? Patriotism is just like,
Yeah.
it's just,
It's
universal,
just like
right?
super overt
Yeah.
here and super disgusting here.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
And like also like the performances are so over the top and just so like they're incredible. Like honestly,
we'll get into
Yeah.
that part of it in a second.
I feel like this year was a good year for Eurovision.
I have no other perspective. Actually, that's a lie. The only other I thought I had no recollection of Eurovision at all until I realized that the Epic Sax guy was a contestant in Eurovision. So that's the meme.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I know.
that is from Eurovision. I had no idea.
Yeah, but going into this, like before, so in this episode, I had Brandon, my brother and I, Steven, we already watched Eurovision before this, but before we filmed, we had you watch the performances. So going into it, what were you expecting? Like, did these performances surpass your expectations, or were you kind of like not surprised?
My expectations are pretty high considering that it was sort of like an Olympics kind of event with the countries essentially picking out a single like artist to represent their whole country. My expectations were through the roof. And I would say a majority of the countries, they met that standard and some of them exceeded it. Other countries did not meet that. We will get into that in a second. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a really cool concept. I'm surprised that I had no idea what this was beforehand, but
Well, yeah, because Americans are so ignorant. We only care about ourselves. If we're not involved in it,
well,
who
yeah,
cares?
that's true.
Yeah. What about you? What about you, Kuya? What were your thoughts?
Well, the only thing I knew about Eurovision before like watching it this year was that ABBA and Celine Dion both competed on there. And
No way.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
both winners.
And ABBA won on the song Waterloo. I didn't know Celine Dion won, but yeah, ABBA won on the song Waterloo. So I had like high expectations for it because I knew it was like a very campy,
Uh-huh.
like performative vocal competition. So that's what I was expecting walking in, and I got some of that from some of the performances.
Wow. I didn't know that either of those people. Like, were they like already huge when they competed?
I'm assuming that's how they broke out. Like that was a
Yeah.
big breakthrough. That's my assumption, but I don't know.
Where did either of those artists come from? Like, what country did they originate from? Do you know?
ABBA is Sweden. Ooh, don't cancel me if I'm wrong. Ah.
You know that joke about like how Americans don't know geography?
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
And then Celine Dion, I'm assuming is just representing France.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so. Brandon,
Yes.
should we get into the performances?
Oh yeah. So like basically what we're gonna do in this episode is we're gonna go over each performance that happened in the finale, not the semifinals performances. The
Because
actual-
if we did that, the episode would be like 5 hours long.
But yeah, now it's gonna be 3 hours long. But yeah, we're gonna go over each finalist, their performance, and just give our thoughts, and we're gonna score them from a scale of 1 to 10.
Mhm.
Then after we go through each performance, we'll give our own personal top 10s, and after that, we're gonna reveal the actual top 10, and we'll give our final thoughts on that, whether we agree or disagree or understand why.
Full agenda.
Yeah, So excited.
Brandon's on it.
Yeah, so
I honestly don't know what I would do without him for this podcast. I just kind of like have all the gear and I execute it. And then Brandon's like, yeah, we need to do this and this and this. And you're fucking up if we don't do it. He just shows up to my house and I'm like, what are we doing? He's like, this is exactly what we're shooting this week. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so let's go first. Start off with our opener, Cypress. So she sang the song El Diablo. Well, do you have the name of the artist?
I don't.
Here, I have it on me. So the first artist was Cypress, and her name is Elena. Oh God, Sagrinu.
I bet you that's 100% correct.
What?
So
Yeah.
wait, what'd you guys think of this performance as the opener of the finals?
Unmemorable.
Really?
Unmemorable. Really.
I don't remember it.
I think for opener, I thought it was really solid. Like, it was-
This was one of the ones I actually did remember.
Mhm. But apparently, like, you know how like she said like some Spanish words like "mama, mamacita," and then she's like "lo loca." Apparently, like Spanish speakers all like she has no idea what she's saying. Like they make no sense in the song.
Really?
But yeah, apparently that was like one of the biggest critiques. But I thought her stage presence was really nice. Like for me personally, I'll probably give this performance like as an opener a good 7.5 out of 10.
But well, okay. Do you give it a 7.5 out of 10 because of it's an opener, or do you just rate that as like its individual thing?
Oh, wait. Let me interject. What are we judging on? I think we should establish this. Are we
Okay.
judging on performance, song, lyrics, vocal range? Like
I think
what-
all
what-
that.
I kind of just
yeah.
combine it all. We
Okay.
can note on the
Yeah,
the
okay.
faults and the
Mhm.
you know the strengths and stuff like that,
Cool.
and we'll just come together on that.
I want to preface to the audience that I'm going to base it pretty much only on performance.
Okay,
All right,
fair.
sounds good.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think that's interesting. You know, like this judge will decide on performance. This one will judge on the song, and then whatever. But yeah,
This one I remember specifically because I had mentioned that she sounds. It's a very Lady Gaga production.
Oh, her. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was very Lady Gaga from the just the I don't know her timbre and then like the way the rhyme sequence was. It was just very Lady Gaga, especially the production. The beat was very her. So
Mm.
that I mean, it stood out. That it wasn't a bad performance.
Mm.
I don't think it was the best performance.
I think it was a good start though. Yeah,
I would say 6.5.
6.5.
Very solid, not bad. Wasn't amazing.
Dang, are you gonna be like the Simon Cowell in this?
I don't know.
Wait for me.
We'll see. Steven said he didn't even remember it. So
Oh, shoot.
what does that say?
I give it a 4.
Dang.
But I genuinely don't think that's a horrible score.
Dude, our
You don't- that's below average though.
our European
And it
viewers are gonna be
was.
so upset with us. That's
do
why.
Do we have any listeners from Europe?
Well, if
as
they
of
do,
right
they're gonna
now?
be mad.
No,
They're
you
gonna
have
be mad
that
at
one
this
Portugal
episode.
listener.
Oh
right?
yeah, Martine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to our team from Portugal.
Shout out to Martine.
Shout out to Portugal.
Well, anyways, next we had Albania, and then
Oh, I want to go.
so Albania. Her the
You don't get to
performer
go
was.
apparently.
I'll just give the information. Like, you'll give your thoughts first. Let me just like give like who she was and like what the song was. So, oh god, these names: Ancela Peristeri.
100% accurate.
And her song was called Karma. Okay, so go start it off. Start it off.
The first second, amazing. Like with
Yes.
that huge red fire bloom in the background. I loved it.
Oh, is this the one that had the circle fire thing in the background? Or was that a different one?
No, that was a different one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That is all I remember from the performance. So-
Yeah, honestly, it really started off really strong. Then it just got whatever for me personally.
I don't even have any notes for this one, to be completely
Perfect.
so I don't know which one this is.
Let's give it a score. 4.
I'll say 6.
Don't know.
I'll give it 6. I think.
5.
Oh my god, I feel like we're so mean right now because
No.
these are all really talented artists.
This is
you
the
know?
only one I
Oh.
don't have notes for some reason.
Yeah, let me say that like all these artists did a great job, and I think that they all deserve
Besides-
Did they all do a great job?
I think they
They
all
did
had. I think they all performed, and I think they all put in a lot of work, and I think that they performed in a pandemic and created this over a pandemic. So I don't want to take any of their work away from them. I just did not like Cyprus or Albania's songs.
Also, another note is that a lot of these artists and countries they participated in the 2020 Eurovision, but however, since that got canceled, they had to rewrite another original song. So hats off to all those countries that were able to do that.
Didn't you
Yes.
say they also have to rehearse it like 15 times?
Yeah, or like going to rehearsal, they rehearse like 15 times before like their actual like live official performance.
Same day?
I don't think it's the same day. Like they prepare for weeks probably.
I mean, if it's over weeks, then I guess that makes sense.
But yeah, I'm just surprised that these guys' vocals are not like shot. Like
Well, they're professionals, you know. If you're performing, like, I mean, if
I
it's
guess when,
spread
like-
out over weeks, then, and if you're straining your voice, then you're not doing it correctly.
yeah, and I guess also too like all these artists that go on tour concerts, they perform like the next
Yeah,
day after.
exactly.
So I guess they're used to it. I'm just like I guess I'm just so impressed.
Not everyone
Yeah.
could do it. You know, obviously, not the average person can do it. But if they're artists, they're performers, then it takes a special
Mhm.
vocal ability. I mean, they were selected one of an entire country, so
Mhm.
makes sense.
All right, so next was Israel, and her name was Eden Alini, and her song was "Set Me Free." I actually, low key, I know there's like struggles going on in Israel and Palestine, but like, I didn't mind her performance. I actually kind of liked it.
This one was like it's like mid tempo, it was like funky, kind of like new disco kind of thing.
It was very upbeat and like
There
very-
was, I noted there was less stage production on this one than the
Mhm.
last two of them. This is the one with that whistle note, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was impressed by that. I was like, okay,
It was
Go
cool.
for it.
It was cool. It was impressive. I think she was leaning on that a little.
in order for her to like stand out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think she kind of just shoehorned it in. It didn't really work with the song. It didn't make sense. She just kind of put it in there because like I can do it and I want the world to see that I can do this whistle note instead of being like, this is what would work for the song.
I mean,
In a songwriting contest, that kind of makes a huge difference, you know?
I think it is understandable because like this is like your one shot, and like you're in front of like 200 million viewers,
Yeah. But this
So-
isn't a performer contest. The
Huh?
songwriting contest.
but it really is more like just a performance contest. I get it's called the song competition, but like they look at the bigger picture. They look at everything more than just a song.
okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's your opinion. I have my opinion. Stephen, I'm sure, has his opinion.
I'm performance only.
There you go.
So yeah, if I give this one, I mean the beginning was like kind of whatever. I think the ending really like carried the performance, like that last chorus. So with that said, maybe I'll give like a 6.5, just slightly better than Albania. But yeah, what are you guys?
I gave it a 4.
I give no comment and no score.
No comment and no score.
All right.
Why is that? Can you elaborate?
No.
No.
All right, let's move on to Belgium.
Okay.
So this Belgium was performed by Hoover Phonic, and their song was called "The Wrong Place." I really, really, really like this one.
I love Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, for those that don't know, I'm sure Junior will put a visual.
He'll put up a I think he put up a clip of the performance at the beginning.
Yeah, but yeah, the lead singer looks like Kate Blanchett. Yeah, but yeah, I really like this one. I felt like honestly, the first time I watched it, I got goosebumps. Like it gave me chills.
The one, yeah, it's very like indie vintage with like the instruments and like their whole aesthetic was really cool too. It wasn't really high production like the other ones were.
But I feel like it didn't need that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have to lean on that as much. So I thought it was pretty impressive as well.
How'd you like it?
It was moody. It's not like a song for me, but I thought it was like moody, cool, and it felt like a rock concert. And it felt like its own thing, which was
Yeah, there are
nice.
definitely some rock elements. into
Yeah.
it. Yeah. But for me personally, I'm gonna give this one a good 8 out of 10.
That's pretty high.
Yeah. I'm giving that fact give Cyphers a 7.5, which
That
probably
is
now is like
very
a
high.
7. More like a 7.
Where are you gonna go from there?
Honestly, like probably like my top 5 are probably all 10 out of 10s, honestly.
You're giving 5 people 10 out of 10.
I freaking love Eurovision, okay? I love this competition.
I give Kate Blanchett a 6.
That's a fair one. That's a fair. I would probably give her a 6.5.
Because like if I like the song, I don't really find any flaws with it. I don't know how I could give it like anything lower than that, you know?
All right. Well, Kate Blanchett, if you need a fan that will always listen to you, Brandon's here for you.
She's probably like, who the
Exactly.
heck is Hooverphonic? Well, anyways, so moving on to the next performance was Russia. And it was performed by Maniza, and their song was called Russian Woman.
This is like the hip hop rap.
Yeah, they were like
kind
some
of
hip-hop.
thing.
And the Roomba on the
dress.
floor.
The
The
dress.
Roomba dress. Yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly, it was cool. She made these like facial expressions as she was performing. So
Yeah.
it's personally not for me. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to grab
You're
your
trying
hand.
to hold hands here, Brandon?
But yeah.
Romance OTP.
But anyways, yeah, I overall I liked it. It's just not a personal favorite.
I think she was fine.
Mhm.
I think she was giving a good effort on stage.
I think maybe just like a cultural difference thing.
You're talking about like the stage?
Like her
that-
performance and like the song. I had nothing wrong with the message. Like it was like empowering women.
Mhm.
But I just felt like sonically, musically, it's not like something that you would expect in an American song.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I loved the dress, and that's it.
That was it was very fun. My critique is that it was really cool. The concept, it was like really like breakbeat, kind of funky rhythm.
Mm.
I think the beat was lacking for something that is like that, the breakbeat kind of thing. It was really just kick and snare for the whole song,
Mhm.
with the exception of like the part after the bridge. And I felt like if the production was really like firing
Yeah.
on all cylinders, then it would have made the song at least 2 points higher out
Mhm.
of 10 for me. But I'll probably give this like a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Dang.
5 actually, because the dress was fun.
Would you give it?
A 5.
Okay. I think we're gonna have some pretty divisive opinions. But yeah, moving on. I think we could all agree on this one.
Is this
though.
one of your 10s? Wait, did you?
No, I gave it a 6.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
hear your vote. I didn't hear
I
your
give it a
vote.
6 out of 10.
Okay.
But yeah, moving on. I think this is something that we all loved was Malta. Yeah,
Woo!
Malta was
performer
great.
was Destiny, and her song was Jimikas.
Hell no, I am not your honey. Hell no, I don't want your money.
Dude,
She's a singer.
what a
She's-
performance.
Yeah, what a powerhouse vocalist. Like, and her stage presence was cool. She had a really cool visuals, like with the color blocking with the yellows and the
Mhm.
pinks. And she just seemed like a really fun person. Like she really seemed to have like a good time performing.
Yeah, I think she just has this energy that's so infectious when she's on stage
Yeah.
that like I'm so happy to see her perform. And then after she performed, she just seemed so grateful to be there,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
like just extra brownie points for me. I found her to be so lovable, and I don't even know her. And I actually really liked the song as well. And I think the song was very well produced, and it just was sung very well.
Yeah, I could see that as being a song I'm like playing here, honestly.
And
Yeah.
the funny thing you say about that is that I can hear that as well, but at the same time, it was a really good Eurovision song. It was kind of
Mhm.
taking inspiration from
Yes.
past Eurovision tropes with the saxophone
Yes.
lead kind of thing. The
Mhm.
hook was crazy good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was so good. Oh my
Mhm.
God. It's funky new
So
disco.
baby.
Yeah, that funky new disco kind of thing that's sweeping the whole music scene, you know,
Mhm.
and the belting. Her
Yeah.
belting is just like
Yes.
super good.
All right,
Yes.
you ready for this?
This chart's pretty high.
This one is gonna be a 9 out of 10. I'm giving this a good,
Boo.
strong 9.
Someone hates a Malta over here.
Wait,
Whoa.
what?
Whoa.
That's my highest score so far.
You gave
Wow.
you gave
You gave Russia a 10.
I gave Russia a 6.
I remember.
no, he gave
I'm
who did you
kidding.
give a 9? Or you gave 8.
8 to Belgium.
You gave an 8.5 to Belgium, and you're giving a 9 to Malta. You see the
But it's like
The-
different. It's like, they're two different. You can't really
I
compare.
get it.
those
Are you saying
two.
once you get higher in the scale, the half points mean more than half points at a lower scale?
Yeah, like it's gonna
Is there
be,
a curve on it?
That one makes sense.
it's gonna get very like when I get later on.
Get
We'll just
dicey.
go over it.
9.66244241.
But yeah, yeah, I really loved Malta. Really great. If I had anything against Malta's performance that separates it from a 10, it's just personally not my kind of music. That's the only thing
Mhm.
that separates it from giving the 10. It's just not my personal taste.
I give her a 10, like 10, 10, 10s across the board on all levels.
This is a 10 for me as well.
10.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a great modern Eurovision song.
Like
Yes.
if she won, I would totally be happy for her. Like
yeah,
I would not have no complaints about her winning.
Mhm.
But yeah,
me neither.
moving on, we got Portugal. Love is on my side by the Black Mamba. This, I kind of like a love-hate relationship with this song. Like for me personally, it started off really good. I love the black and white camera effect filter, and I loved their stage presence. They had like really cool suits. My biggest problem was the chorus. I felt the chorus was really, really weak.
Ooh, I feel the opposite. Maybe I'm in a nostalgic mood, but like I really loved, like it felt like a throwback to 2011 when like that type of music was like and super popular, and I just really appreciated it. And I really appreciated the tone of voice that the guy had. It just felt very different than what I was expecting. So I was in full favor of this performance and this song.
What about you, man?
I agree. I like that whole late 2000s pop ballad. Was this the one I said it kind of sounds like it fits in that same era as like
The Gavin DeGraw.
Gavin DeGraw and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Yeah, I like that. It is very nostalgic. It wasn't one of my favorites. It was very solid, though.
Mhm.
It wasn't one of the worst ones. I'd probably give this like a 7.
I'll give it a 7.5.
I'm at a 7.
Yeah. I think 7's very fair with this one. You know,
Mhm.
above average, not incredible.
Mm-hmm.
If Portugal won, I'd be like, okay, like
I wouldn't
yeah,
agree with that one.
I'd be like they were better, but like I guess they could win.
No,
But
it's
yeah.
funny. The first time I heard it, I was kind of like taken aback because I was really affected the first time I heard it, but after hearing it again, it felt a little bit more generic. But like I think first time impression for me, I was very very taken aback.
Okay. I mean,
Mhm.
that's all that matters then, you
Mhm.
know.
The guitar solo was cool. That's it.
I did like the art direction, the
Mhm.
black and white to color. That was very cool.
Okay, all right. Next we got Serbia, the 3 girls from Hurricane, and their song was Loco Loco.
Oh, I have only one comment about them, but like they had so much hair, like they had extensions everywhere.
Oh, that's
so
right.
much hair.
Is this the one that had the hair that was going like all up? Like
No, that was Israel.
Oh, that was Israel. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad.
It's the 3 ladies, and they just had like very long hair, and like they were just floating it around.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Mhm.
Okay.
But anyways, honestly, like rewatching this performance, it was a lot better than I expected. Like I remember original on my first viewing, I was like, okay, I didn't care for this, but man, they were really fun and energetic. They're like all over the place. Like they're all 3 of them were really good vocalists, and
dominated the stage.
yeah, and given that like they had no really other dancers with them, it was just the 3 of them, they commanded the stage. Like they knew what they were capable of. Like they
Mhm.
knew they knew what to do. They knew what to where to go. Like it was really fun.
And you know what? It was only the 3 of them. Like they didn't need any props,
Mhm.
anything, no backup dancers or nothing. It was just the 3 of them on stage, and they just sang the shit out of their song, and they
Yeah.
dominated the stage.
Mhm.
I give it a 5
Really?
after all of that.
Wow.
I think out of like all like the pop female artists that were performed, they were one of my more favorite ones. I was like, I like them better compared to some others.
You feel more favorable towards
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give it another 7.5 out of 10.
We're gonna see that number a lot, I feel.
I give this like a 7. Solid
Yeah.
7. I was gonna say 6.5, but I felt like it was a little too low because it was their vocal performance was very good.
Mhm.
So 7.
All right. So next, we got the UK.
Oh,
The United Kingdom.
I want to go.
So their song was called. The performer was James Newman, and his song was Embers.
Out of the embers, you and I are gonna light up the room.
All right, Guya, go.
Very bad.
That sums it up.
No, it's really unfortunate because I just learned like from Brandon that UK has a very bad reputation in Eurovision, and like he just kind of proved why they have a bad reputation.
Yeah.
I feel like his song was very, very generic,
Mhm.
very generic lyrics, and he also just performed it rather poorly, in my opinion, where like he was not clear in his diction, and
Yeah.
like his performance level seemed pretty low. So
Yeah.
I
Yes.
agree.
It felt very unenthusiastic.
like he
Yeah.
knew he wasn't going to do well.
It's so baffling to me because UK is filled with talented songwriters and singers.
Yeah.
Why did they pick him?
Oh, another note. So, for those that don't know about Eurovision, there's this thing called the Big Five, and those are
So dumb.
those countries are these are the countries that automatically move on to the finale, and they're Germany, Spain, Italy, France, and the UK.
That is so stupid.
Yeah, UK would have never made the finale, like if they had to compete in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Why is that a thing?
And
It's
also,
just bias.
the home country, the host country, also moves on to the finale.
That makes
makes
But I
sense.
think
Yeah.
I think the reason why they're the Big Five, I think because they are the biggest countries in Europe. I feel like people would want to see them the most.
But
I think
it's
that's- I think
only
that's-
shown
for
in
ratings?
Europe. I don't
I think, but that's my guess. That's my guess on why.
Oh my god! I
Yeah.
only have 150 million views as opposed to
Yeah.
200 million.
But anyways, one.
Yeah, I really didn't like. It sounds super formulaic, and I feel like I could hear that on the radio in a bad way.
Sound
you
like
know?
a Target ad.
Yes,
is what I
or
have.
Old Navy, or like
It's actually, a Target would probably spend a little bit more money on their ads.
burn
This is-
UK, burn.
This
yeah.
is probably like a payless ad.
I'll be nicer. I'll give it a 2, but this is my lowest one. If I guess it would be a 1 since it is my lowest one, but it is the worst one. I'm just gonna say it's the worst performance.
He
I
was
also
flat.
visited the UK and I did not enjoy it as much as I enjoyed France. Just letting all the UK people know.
I will give the United Kingdom, unfortunately, a 2 out of 10. What about you, man?
It's a 1.
The only
Just-
thing I liked about it is that like he seemed like a nice dude. That's why I'm giving him a 2.
I guess.
That's it. That's the only reason why. But yeah,
All right.
I'm like the Paul Abdul.
I feel
here.
like I wrote down that it sounds like a very John Legend-esque song.
Mhm.
I feel like if he performed it, it would be like maybe at least a 5.
Yeah, it would have been a Macy's commercial.
Yeah, a little bit more budget.
All right, moving on. We got Greece. The performer was Stefania, and her song was "Last Dance." And then,
She is 18 years old, guys.
yeah, I think she was the youngest one in this
That's
competition.
pretty insane to
So-
perform on a global level like that.
Mhm.
It's fine. That's all. That's all I have to say.
I like it.
There are. I think she's. I liked her. Like she sung well, and then like I like the song was a kind of a bop. Like I was like okay. Like I was like bopping my head to it, but then like I don't know. I feel like it's mid tier from the female pop vocalists.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was very fun. I thought she performed it well. And I love the performance. They added the green screen stuff. Cause to me, that is so funny and so silly and like so stupid. But like, I mean that in the most endearing way possible. I felt like it was very camp in like a Eurovision way.
It's kind of funny you say that because I wrote down the exact. I said that specifically, the green screen stuff kind of took away from the performance. It was a little distracting from what would otherwise be a very solid vocal performance.
It's so funny. Oh my god! Like
she looked great though.
when
Like
it happened. I was like, I ascended. I was like, this is so.
You ascended.
I was like, this is so funny.
the floating coats and the hat
Yes,
really did it for
yes.
you.
I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, some people would be like, oh, but she's only 18, you know? But like, I guess that's impressive. But
also she performed on the I don't mean to cut you off, but she participated in the kids Eurovision competition.
I didn't know that was a thing. Is it like, how young do the kids go on that thing?
She looked pretty young. She probably looked like 10, maybe.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So yeah, hats off to her for going again at Eurovision. You know,
What are we scoring her?
I'll give it 6.5. That-
5.
7.
5. This is a lower point for me.
Yeah.
I would rate it a 4, but her vocal performance is actually pretty decent still.
She stood out, but I think in the wrong ways.
Oh no. Okay.
But
Maybe
her song was pretty good. Like I
I don't
like the
even
song.
remember the song itself.
Last Dance.
sounds exactly like her.
But yeah, moving on, we got Iceland. I
Ice-
freaking loved Iceland.
Oh
Iceland.
wait. Say the song name and the group name,
So
and I want to go first.
Dawi Ogag Nama no. And the song was
Yes.
called 10 Years.
I didn't become myself before I met you. I don't wanna know what happened if I never felt.
So
Wait,
little background.
I want to go
But
first.
I just want to give like a little background. Like this song was written by the lead singer and it's about his wife who he's been married now for 10 years. So really sweet. But yeah.
Okay, so I'm obsessed with this group. I thought they were incredible fun, and I really like their approach because I'm pretty sure what they in the drawing room or whatever the drawing board, they're like, we can't dance, so what can we do? And they came up with the stupidest choreography ever, and they came up with the silliest costumes, and like they still produced a great song. And like the lead singer is secretly like a great vocalist. He has such a low voice,
Yeah.
and it sounds so smooth. And I just thought they were incredible fun. And I feel like they took what's that movie called? The Will Ferrell movie?
Eurovision.
Oh yeah, that movie. I feel like they took inspiration. I'm not sure if Iceland's legacy in Eurovision is like
Being-
stupidity
Like
but like
quirkiness.
or quirkiness, but like I'm fully on board with it, and I feel like I was fully enraptured by the whole experience.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was very fun. Like when I think of Eurovision, I was like, this is what I get. This is what I
Yes,
want.
This,
you know?
this is Eurovision.
This
I
is
want-
one of the things I think
I
about
want
as
this
well.
from Eurovision. And yeah,
Yes.
for those that don't know, the Eurovision movie, Will Ferrell was representing Iceland in the
Yes.
competition. So yeah,
I thought
There's
it was
that.
very fun. I thought it was like if like a Yo Gabba Gabba band had ascended into like maturity and
Yes.
then wanted to compete
And it's
That's
like,
a-
if
Those
Wes-
are all positive things.
It's like
in a
if Wes-
positive way. In a positive way.
for me, it's like I look at it as like if Wes Anderson entered Eurovision,
Wes Anderson.
yeah.
Oh man.
But
The instruments were really fun too.
oh yeah, that keyboard
Yes.
they
the
formed the
keyboard
circle.
circle.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, I adored.
and their poses.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was very
Yes.
fun.
I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10.
That is really high.
Oh, I give it a 10.
Wow.
Was your
Wow, that
second
is
10?
high.
Second 10.
Yeah. I think the reason why it's not a 10 for me is just that I personally would never listen to this song out of like
And
no,
that is the reason I give it an 8.
you try listening to it as a song by itself. It works really well as a song, like
I think-
genuinely.
I think for
Mhm.
me the performance outweighs the song.
I agree with
Yeah.
you on that one as well.
Okay.
The
Who-
performance was a novelty, but not in a bad way in
Like
this
the
case.
performance was like a 12 out of 10. Like the song itself was like an 8 out of 10. But yeah,
disagree.
yeah, performance amazing. Song great. 9.5 out of 10.
All right.
But yeah,
I
moving
disagree.
on. The next performance was Spain. Blas Canto, and his song was Voy a quedarme.
Voy a quedarme, prometo quererte más que ayer. Voy a-
This one was like ballady, right? It was a
Yeah.
ballad,
It's forgettable.
theatric. It was very, you know,
He had the giant moon
Very theater.
in the background.
that was probably the coolest part. It was probably the set.
Mm.
I thought the visuals were super cool.
Oh, this is the second out of the big 5, right?
Yeah, the second
Okay.
one out of the big 5 to perform.
This shouldn't have moved on.
No, this is the only thing I'll just give my score. It's a 3. Like
Ooh, ooh. Dang, I wouldn't give it that. I just thought that it wasn't bad. He had some really Komosuke did like this really high note,
Mhm.
but it's just a song that like I didn't care for. You know, seeing out the
Yeah.
other performers, like going into it, like it didn't live up to like the Eurovision aspect.
I think the song might be okay itself. I think if it was handed into if it was put into another artist's
Competition.
hands, maybe it would have been executed a little bit better. Because I had a lot of problems with his vocal execution,
Hmm.
and personally.
I just don't think it fits the Eurovision contest.
No, I think Eurovision is pretty wide in like it's like what
Is
you can
it-
expect from it. I just don't think it was good. Like, sorry, Spain, but like I don't think it was good.
Spain is responsible for a lot of really good artists as well.
Mhm.
So I mean, this being representing the best thing your country can produce, I don't think that's true.
Okay, I think with that said, I'm trying to say what can I'll give it. I think it's my lowest score so far, but I'll give it a 5.5. Wait, no,
You gave it
UK.
2.
UK was my lowest. You too.
I don't
But yeah,
even think we count UK as competing with the rest of the other artists.
I'll give Spain a 5. 5 out of 10.
Okay, that's fair.
So high.
It's fair, but it is. I do agree. It is a little high.
It's like a 4 for you then.
I'd probably give this like a 3.5.
Dang, I really am the nice one here today.
I'm incredibly nice.
You were not being nice.
What did you rate it?
You gave no
A
comment on
3.
Israel. You
The
gave-
3.
well-
Okay, I gave it a 3.5 because the visuals were still cool. The moon was cool. Someone had to make that
Yeah.
the moon.
For nothing.
Next up, we got Moldova. The performer was Natalia Gordienko, and her song was called Sugar.
Hey lover, give me some sugar.
I
did
know
not-
that I am alone in this, but I loved every second of this.
You are alone.
If
on
you
this.
Yeah,
are
you are
a
alone.
30 Rock fan, this is what Jenna Maroney would perform if she was allowed to join Eurovision. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was pink. I thought it was so many things.
It was very pink. It
There
was
was so many things that I just caught my attention, and I'm just like, this is perfect. And like, I'm not going to give it a 10, or I'm not going to give it a high score at all. But like, I just thought it was camp, and I really loved it.
I'll give this one. You pretty much summed it up. I just did not care for this performance at all.
the vocal performance was so.
Yeah,
It was
the song
very.
was very so.
She was trying to be like very pop, Madonna, Britney, kind of that era of thing. I thought the
big note.
the shirtless men dancing was really funny.
Uh-huh.
They
was
belong to
pretty-
like the Matrix or something.
It looked really funny. I liked that part of it, but
Mhm.
everything else was kind of just okay.
She had this really big note, but it went on for too
I
long.
thought you were about to say she has a big nose. I was like, that has nothing to do with it.
Moldova, come for Brandon. Oh my
big
god.
note. But yeah, I thought the note went on for too long.
So what are we?
Oh,
score-
that's right. Oh my god, I forgot about that. How could I forget about
It was
that?
a very stagnant note.
Yeah. For
I
me,
love her. I love you. I
I'll give
love
it-
you.
I'll give this a strong 3.5.
Strong.
Yes.
Maybe light 4.
As
out of
strong as
10.
a 3.5 can be.
Dude.
But yeah,
I probably give this like, yeah, I would say a 3.5. I would say that's fair.
Double that. I'm at a 7.
Give it a 7?
You add your scores together. That's my score.
Wow.
all right. Well, moving on, we got Germany. This performer was Jendrik,
Oh.
and her song was "I Don't Feel Hate."
'Cause I don't feel hate.
His song was "I Don't Feel Hate." I actually,
Was this the one with the middle finger?
yeah, with
So
the ukulele.
cute.
Low
So
key,
cute.
I enjoyed this one. I know
On a rewatch, I thought it was adorable.
he was very fun to watch, in my opinion. And he had a very charismatic performance, in my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know. It just wasn't doing it for me.
No,
man.
I get it. Like the first time I watched,
I see the flaws. I understand.
first
the
time I
flaws.
watched it, I was like, "Oh my god, no!" But like rewatching it, I'm like, "Oh, this is very sweet." And I think that he put in a lot of work just coming up with dancing. So
Yeah.
I think overall is a very like cute experience.
That's fair.
Definitely
I-
not a winner, but definitely a standout.
Oh, third of the big 5
Yeah, third one out of the big 5.
Wow. Okay.
would not have made to the finale.
It would
I
have
think.
not have made it.
Yeah.
I put down that it seems like something Ross Lynch would sing
Yeah.
on Disney Channel.
I think it was too
Mm.
silly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like it'd be like a Teen Beach movie song.
He gave a little
uh-huh.
speech during the performance.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So what are we scoring it?
I'll give this a 5.5 out of 10
I would give it a 5.
because there are a lot of things I did appreciate about it, but I do see a lot of flaws. In
It
the
wasn't-
performance.
Horrible,
Mhm.
you know. It also wasn't a great performance in my opinion.
Mm.
I do know I can appreciate how much effort he put into the
Mhm.
performance
Mhm.
though. So I can't just bash it. So 5.
I'm at a 6.
Okay, so we're all relatively
Around the, you know,
Mhm.
it's not my cup of tea, but I can still at least appreciate how much
Mhm.
effort he put into that performance.
All right, next you're gonna love this one. I think this one is your potential favorite. We got Finland, the band Blind Channel, and their song "Dark Side."
Put your middle fingers out, take a shot, join up, but don't stop.
My first note on here says, "Fuck yeah, new metal."
But yeah, this is the metal group. They're fun. I really like them. If I had any flaws with it, I thought the verses were kind of weak, but the chorus really carried the song and the performance.
Dude, the hook is catchy as fuck. Yeah, hit that note, Brandon.
But yeah, the guys are really cool. They seem like they were just like bashing their heads.
Dude,
Like-
it was great. Vocal performance. The vocals were A1.
There were guys swinging their guitars,
Yeah.
like jamming on the keyboard, bashing the drums.
Yeah.
This is not your thing at
No,
all.
it's 100% out of my wheelhouse. And I will say that their performance, I felt I enjoyed a lot because I feel like they're very enthusiastic in the music. But like, it's a song that's completely out of my wheelhouse in terms of like what I listen to.
Mhm. But yeah, score wise, I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10.
I'm gonna give this one a 9.5 out of 10.
You're not gonna give a 10 for this?
You know what? Actually, where did this rate? Oh, you know what? I'll give this a 10.
You'll give this 10.
It's a 10.
Your first 10.
No. Didn't I give Malta a 10?
Oh yes. Your second 10.
Yeah.
What'd you give Iceland again?
A 9.
A 9,
9?
I think.
Hi, Katie.
No, wait.
I think
I
you
gave it
gave-
an 8.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
I gave it an 8.
I give Finland a 6, but that's purely just because it's not my wheelhouse.
That's great. That's generous. It's
Yeah.
above a 5. So
But yeah, moving on, we got Bulgaria.
Oh,
Victoria and her
so
song
cute.
"Growing Up Is Getting Old."
Know exactly where my fears are hiding all my tears.
We all noticed it. You like
I noticed it as well.
the Billie Eilish comparison.
I don't listen to Billie Eilish music, so I believe you guys 100%. But like, I thought I was very touched by it. I feel like her performance was so like serene, and it just felt so nostalgic at the same time. I kind of felt very transported by the performance, and I love like the yellow light they used.
Uh-huh.
It just felt very warm. So
Mhm.
I was in huge favor of Bulgaria, and I really liked her performance.
Like, okay, so her performance, like let's just isolate her performance and forget the Billie Eilish thing for a second. It was great.
Yeah,
Her vocal ability is
it
fantastic.
was so smooth and like so clean.
The
Such
set,
there's a breathy quality to
Yeah.
it.
the set is amazing. I liked the whole
Mhm.
hourglass sand falling down kind of look with the moving stage. Oh, that was super cool. Now back to the comparison. Very Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
Like everything from the breathy notes to that little like vibrato that she has at the
Mhm.
end of her like little runs, and then like the minor key harmonics, so, like, you know, it was just very her. And I get it.
it sucks.
Billie Eilish is one of the biggest pop artists on the planet right now. So of course there's going to be some influence trickling into some artists here and there.
Mm.
So I guess I can't knock her too much for it, but I just wanted to note that it was very, very, very Billie Eilish.
As score wise, I'll give this a good 8 out of 10.
I would probably give this a 6.5.
Ooh.
I'm at an 8.
Hey, high five. Boom, screw you.
I feel like we've been bouncing around. I feel like no one here specifically has been a Simon Cowell, except for Brandon has not been Simon Cowell at all.
No, he clearly hates Malta. Don't you remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I gave it a 9. But anyways, I totally forgot about this performance. I accidentally skipped this, but this performance was after Greece. It was Switzerland. John's Tears and her song,
Oh, yeah.
and his song was Tout l'univers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This guy's voice was insane.
It was good.
It was so
It was
artsy.
very
The
good.
performance too. His voice was
Mhm.
like angelic.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I love how his performance was like, even though it was so theatrical and it was so big, it also felt so contained.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
there was just such like you could feel that like there's an explosion about to happen. And then when it came, it's so
it
satisfying.
delivered.
It,
Yeah.
like very it's a very well leveled performance that was very well thought out and it was like performed in a way that like got the max reaction, got the best reaction that could have been there.
And I feel like the set wasn't overly done.
Yeah.
It was very, it had character to it. It had that thing he was standing on with the
Mhm.
background with the LEDs. It was very tastefully made and it didn't take away from the performance at all.
Yeah.
So it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was a good
Score-wise,
performance.
I'll give it a strong 8.5. Light 9 out of 10.
I would probably agree with you on that one. I would probably give this one an 8.5.
I'm at a 9.
Yeah. This one was
Yeah.
definitely like,
It
one
was
of
one
the
of
top one of the top tier performances.
One of the stronger ones for
Yeah.
sure.
But anyways, now that we got that one out of the way. So what was supposed to be after Bulgaria is Lithuania. Their band was called The Roop and their song was called Discotheque.
Let's discotheque right that mind home in this.
That's right. I remember this one.
I'm really loved this. When I first watched it, it was my personal favorite right away. I'm not sure how I feel right now. I don't have like a finalized ranking, but like it's definitely one of my absolute favorites from the show. I thought it was performed very well. I thought the song was very enjoyable, and I think the thing that really carried it through to me was the choreography and the costumes. I really love yellow, and I just really love just synchronicity. And I just thought they were so in sync the whole time. It really really like made me enjoy the performance.
They also had one of the better performances, I would say.
Mhm.
I would agree.
Let alone like moving the song a lot to the side, like the actual performance itself. It was really fun. Like
Mhm.
their choreography was really nice. I liked how the lead singer grabbed the camera and was like moving along with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just very enjoyable and it was very like hypnotic.
Yeah, the melody, the hook was
Yeah,
very
very mesmerizing.
very different, Yeah, I like that as well.
It reminds me of like, the Iceland, like, what I expect from Eurovision and like what I would like from Eurovision.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Very Eurovision.
This is like
Yeah.
Iceland toned down just like a couple notches,
Yeah.
I would
No,
say.
it's like
But it's like it's different though. It's like
it's more serious than what Iceland did. Like it wasn't meant to be funny.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, the choreography, I was so impressed by the choreography. It was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
The intro itself was like very like, ooh.
Mhm.
Like I was like I was already like engaged in like
Yes.
what was going on. So score wise, I'll give this a 9. I think like this is a 9, maybe 9.5 out of
Hmm.
10.
This is my third and final 10.
Wow.
So you already know those scores.
I know that those three were the Malta, Iceland, and Lithuania. Those are my three favorites.
Are you
So,
sure
yeah.
this is the 10? Like your final 10?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What about you, dude?
I'll give it a 9.
9.
Very, very good, very solid performance. I like this one a lot.
Yeah. So moving on. Next, we have Ukraine. The band was called Goa, and their song was called Shum.
Заплетися, що ми барвіночком, я тобі.
This is another performance where I feel like the actual performance outweighed the song. However, it was a really, really cool performance.
I did like the performance a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one.
Mhm.
Like when the intro started, I was like, "Oh shoot! Like what's going to happen in this performance?" Like you can tell the song's going to go off later on.
Mhm.
But
It's very similar to like what I said to Switzerland. They had a great build up and they knew how to like level the song into a way to get like the max reaction from the audience. So
Mhm.
I really feel like on a performance level, they really excelled. It's maybe just because I don't understand the language they're speaking. I just don't connect to the song as much.
yeah, there's definitely another thing, like I said with Russia, like a cultural difference. Where like
Yeah.
I don't think as us being here in the U.S., we won't appreciate it as much as other countries. But at the same time, her performance was like awesome.
Amazing.
The
Yeah.
visuals were what got me on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
The visuals were absolutely insane. Everything from like the things that were going on in the background with the boxes, from like with the stage that she was standing on with like those people with the Tron discs and like
I like how like they had like an actual like band. However, like they didn't move that much. Like they were like very confined. And I feel like that worked for them. Like
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
being like
Yeah, it
a
was a
fall.
very contained performance that like with Switzerland that had like a really great outcome from it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So score wise, I'll give this another strong 9. 9.5.
I'm at an 8.
I'll do a 9.5.
I'd probably go 8.5 on this one.
Mhm.
Cool. All right.
Wow, we're all starting to agree. Wow.
Well, who's next though? Oh, we might be disagreeing on this one. France. Barbara Pravi and her song Voila.
Voilà qui je suis, me voilà même si, mise à nu, j'ai pas.
I love this one. This one was phenomenal.
I
in
actually
my
really
opinion.
like this one as well.
This is like another top tier performance.
I wouldn't say it scrapes the top for me, but I would say I like this one a lot. This one's very solid.
Like this is like okay, now I see why there's a big 5. Even though I disagree with it, but I see why she represents the big 5.
I
me
would say
personally.
I don't agree with the big 5. I would say if there were a big 5, I would say she belongs there.
Yeah.
She belongs to be there.
Exactly. But yeah, I loved her voice. I loved how minimal her performance was, yet it was just so captivating and
Uh-huh.
atmospheric. You know, I loved it. I like how dramatic it was too. Like her hand, her body language. Like she was feeling the song as she was
Yeah.
performing it. So this 10 out of 10.
Another
This is-
10.
I agree with everything Brand said. I feel like it was a really strong performance. I really feel like the song was like in her and like it like she lived the song out on the stage. I thought it was really well performed. I'm at like a 9, maybe 8, but right now I'm gonna say 9.
What's putting you down? Like
It just isn't the song I would listen to, and
It
it's
is-
also,
yeah.
it's a very classical style song that I feel like maybe in Eurovision I'm expecting more modern music. Maybe that's what it is.
it does sound very French.
It's very
Yeah.
theatrical.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like this would belong in like a play. I thought it was very solid for what it was. Again, like what Stevenson was saying, it wasn't really like a song that would captivate a whole continent. You
Mm.
know, and the fact that I don't think a lot of people would just be popping this in and listening to it. So I think for me, I would probably rate it like a
Whoa. I was like, like a
8.
7. I was like, dang.
I was gonna say 7.5, but it's 8 just because her vocal performance was so damn good. But the song itself, I guess, like I can't fault her too much for that. But I
Yeah.
mean, like I have to think about the song and what the contest is representing as well. You know,
Oh, also, I just want to point out another thing. This is from what I heard, but apparently, like, it's more bold or more daring to perform in a native language rather than performing in English. Apparently, if you like perform your song in English, that's considered like the safe thing to do.
I
But yeah,
that makes sense, I think.
yeah, I get that because I actually pointed out to you that I noticed the trend in every song is that
Yeah.
around the bridge, somewhere around there, most artists would throw in like a couple verses of English, or they'll put in like a chant or something like that in English, you know. So
but like her and Ukraine, like they performed entirely in their native language,
Hmm.
and I think it's Switzerland too performed entirely in French. But yeah, I freaking love this one, France. But yeah, moving on, we got Azerbaijan. The performer was Effendi, and her song was Mata Hari.
I'm a godless spy, must spy and cover all of your secrets. I want them.
Unmemorable.
I
5.
Yeah.
didn't like this one.
Honestly, like I'm sorry. It's kind of underwhelming following France.
Yeah, I was just kind of sitting there and watching this performance and kind of just figuring out or trying to figure out why is this performance so lackluster.
Yeah, like maybe is it the fact that it followed France or like
I don't, because like you know, her song was like powerful. She had the backup dancers. She was pretty good on stage, like physically.
like she looked
wise.
good on stage. too.
Yeah.
Who performed before France?
Before France was Ukraine.
See, maybe it's just like, and before Ukraine
It
was
a
it
good
Lithuania?
lineup. Yeah, and before that was Bulgaria.
Yeah, no,
before
it's
that was
back to-
Finland.
Yeah, before it was back to back, like really, really
High
impactful.
notes.
Yeah.
And like they
Mhm.
were all very different performances too.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
they weren't like the traditional because Eurovision caters towards pop artists
Yeah.
and pop performances, and so like seeing all those like diverse, versatile songs and going back to another pop song, I guess, is why it felt so underwhelming. The performance, so it was just a bad lineup setup for her. I don't think it has anything to do with like the actual song. Maybe if she opened, it would be better. It was just
Mhm.
Yeah,
her lineup.
I would see that's a good opener song as well. I agree with that.
Well, still 5.
I'll give like a 5.5.
I
Yeah.
I give it a like 4.5, 4.
There you
Honestly,
Yeah, it's just
like I'm
I'm
sorry,
I'm sorry.
but
Why
She
we
looks like
see-
Ariana Grande.
Why we
There's that.
sorry? Why we sorry?
you know what? Yeah, you're right. You pick up your shit. You're competing on a global level.
I'm
you know?
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No. I'm not sorry anymore.
All right, next.
Next is Norway, Tix, and his song "Fallen Angel."
She's so far out of this world. No way I could ever be with her.
So, little side note, Tix. The reason why his name is Tix is because he has Tourette's, and so he actually like does Tix. And apparently, he got bullied a lot as a kid
Well,
for
okay.
having Tourette's, and
Mhm.
because so, he kind of built on that. He kind of he embraced his Tix
Mm-hmm.
persona, and that's how he came to who he is today.
Well,
With that said, though,
not to bully him, I didn't like it.
yeah, that's the thing.
I
didn't-
wasn't a fan.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tix, but I did not care for your performance either. Really,
I thought the visuals were kind of cool with the whole demon thing. That was
See,
kind of cool.
I'm in disagreement there. I thought it was kind of cheesy, in my opinion.
It's the best part.
It is the best part.
The
That's
only
what I'm trying to
redeeming thing, I thought he did this one really good note, but that's it. Like the song was sounded pretty generic. I thought the beats were really unnecessary.
the beat was really generic in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It sounded like a karaoke song.
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
that's probably the best way to put it.
I'm sorry. I keep saying I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. But I'll give this one a 5.
I'm very happy you've overcome your insecurities with Tourette's, but 5.
Yeah. Triple
4.
5? Oh no.
Give it
Disagree.
a 4.
Dang. All
Yeah.
right.
It was below average.
Okay,
4.
I understand that. Yeah. Yeah. Moving on, we got the host country, Netherlands, Django McCroy and his song Birth of a New Age.
It's the birth of a new age.
I kind of liked it. I thought this was definitely a standout. It's not top tier, but I thought representing Netherlands, I thought it was really interesting performance.
It was a very hopeful song, very wholesome song, but I said this earlier. It felt like a very Sarah Bareilles wrote it, and it just no hate to Sarah Bareilles, but like it just felt very, very too motivational for me.
I get
Yeah.
it. Very
Too preachy.
90s,
Not-
2000s
I
kind
don't
of.
think preachy, but just more like just so I don't know, so hopeful. And I'm like, I don't need this.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I thought I didn't mind the lyric content.
There
And-
were, I don't know. Yeah, lyrics were fine. I just want to say like, I thought all the singers were really nice. Like even the backup singers, they had really nice harmonies.
That was probably the best part of
Yeah.
it. The vocals were on point. The vocals were very good, but what was lacking was the instrumentals behind it. The beat,
yeah.
it was extremely lacking because the song, the way the vocals were built up, it should be an anthem.
Shout out to their dancer too. Your dancer killed it.
Oh, he killed it.
yeah,
1000%.
that was dope.
But it should be an anthem that people are like feeling good. They want to get out of their seat for.
Mm.
But the beat kind of really brought it down. It
Yeah.
didn't let it live up to the potential that
Mhm.
it could have had.
Mhm.
So
6. I give it a 6.
I think 6 is fair. I'll be nice. I'll say 6.5.
I would probably give this one 6.5 as well. Maybe
Yeah.
6.5, 7, kind of around that area. Just
Like-
because the vocals were so good still.
It could have been like a strong 9.
It had potential.
Yeah.
It had a lot of potential.
So moving on, we got my favorite out of the bunch. We got Italy. The band was Måneskin, and their song was Ziti I Buoni.
Dude, this one is insane.
This was like, I felt like I was at a rock concert. Like their vocalist Damiano, ooh, like He could yell.
His vocals are ridiculously
his
good.
snarls, and the fact that he rapped in the second verse, like that's insane.
And not only that, they have their whole image on lockdown.
Yeah,
Yes.
they look great on stage.
They know their brand like very well.
Yeah,
was
their
like-
brand is very on. Yeah,
They're like glam rock. That's the type of rock I would define them under.
I don't know if I would call it glam rock.
They look glam rock. I don't know if their music is glam rock.
I would agree with that statement.
Maybe it's like glam grunge.
Glam grunge.
that could be a thing.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I would say that's accurate.
because like I'm trying to think like who do they remind me of, but like it's like a blend of like a whole bunch of other bands. Right?
It's a blend of a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of very early influence. Obviously, if you look at their stage, the stage, like the platform that the drums were on, very reminiscent of like the 80s
Yeah,
with like the hot lights above it and the steps that go all around
yeah,
the drums
all
and
the
go all the way up.
sparks.
Yeah. Oh my god, the pyro was
Yeah.
crazy.
Ugh, and the fact that he was performing in like high heels.
Oh my god.
Dang.
And the hook was catchy as hell.
Oh yeah, I downloaded the song. Also,
Oh my god.
I bought a shirt.
You bought a shirt?
I was hoping it would
We
come
got
today,
merch.
but like, I was hoping it would come today, but unfortunately it didn't. But yeah, I ordered a Måneskin shirt because I was just
Wow.
in love with the performance.
It was really good. Like for something that's like really not in my wheelhouse,
Mhm.
I loved it. I really, really loved it.
Yeah. But yeah, 10 out of 10, more like 11 out of 10.
Well, it only goes to 10.
Well,
So
okay.
that's what happens when you give 5 10s.
I
I
only gave
wonder-
like 2 other 10s, I think.
No, I don't think so. But wait, I give it a 9. I would give it a 9.
That's very generous. That's pretty high, especially considering it's not in your wheelhouse
No,
as well.
It really, really like converted me into thinking like, oh wow, this is something I could really listen to.
This was a 10.
Yeah.
Easily a 10. It was so fresh and different, especially listening to the other artists as well.
Mhm.
You know, because you hearing this song, how different it is, and then hearing the other songs, it really makes those other generic that you thought were generic beats
Yeah.
really sound generic.
Yeah.
You know? So
The guitar riff was insane.
yeah,
It was-
it's insane.
And the bass, too. The bass is,
We may be biased because it's called Battle the Bands
And we're rock
podcast,
people.
but you know what?
well, that's why we have him.
Whatever.
A different perspective.
But he gave it a 9 too.
I
Yeah.
liked it. That means it's good.
It was great.
Ugh. Then moving on, we got something that's unfortunately, in my opinion, kind of disappointing following Italy, but we got Sweden. The artist was Tuse, and the song was called Voices.
But I feel it in my heart. Let's make a brand new start. You stop and stop.
I had a lot of problems with this one.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to voice some support because I think I believe they're trans or he's trans and they use he him pronouns. And I think he's only 18.
He's 19.
19?
So another young artist.
Yeah. So I just give props to like, you know, trans people who are making putting themselves out there and I'm trying to perform on a big platform like this.
And that's great.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
Pride Month. Yeah.
It is Pride Month. I don't know if it will still be when this comes out, but
Yeah.
it will. It was.
This is recorded on June something. Wait, what's my phone say?
June 13th. I
June
think.
15th.
There
Oh
you
my
go,
God.
people. So if this comes out in like July,
This was filmed in Pride Month.
It should still be Pride Month.
Yeah.
Pride year.
You know?
2021 Pride year. But yeah. With that said, though, unfortunately, the performance was kind of lackluster. Vocally, I don't know.
I felt like he was reaching a lot.
yeah.
Towards the end, his vocals were actually straining a bit. Now, him being only 19, trying to sing a song that intense,
hmm
it's you know, it's impressive that he even managed to get to the level where he was at,
Mhm.
and on a scale like being global, 200 million people watching. You know,
Mhm.
impressive, super impressive. And him being only 19, I'm sure he's got a lot of room to grow.
Exactly.
So with that said, as a score wise, I'll give it 6.5, light 7.
Sorry, man, it's a 4.
I'm at a 5.
It wasn't a good performance,
Mhm.
but he has potential for more.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did I give Netherlands? Did I give it like a 7.5? 7? Oh, with that said, then I'll give this. Sorry, Sweden. I'm bumping you down to 6.
Bump. Okay, got it.
All
Who
right.
is next? Wait, who is?
We got
that
the
it?
last one.
Last one.
Last one. San Marino.
San.
Oh, okay. I know we're gonna say, but Flo Rida being in this is so funny to me.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
yeah.
God.
With that said, the artist was Sen Heat featuring Flo Rida, and the song was Adrenalina.
I think this is just pure performance and like no song value.
This is that's accurate.
Mhm.
That's 100%
It
accurate.
was a fun closer. Yeah.
Visually, there was a lot going on.
Mhm.
There was like people with masks that have like words, like LED words on it. There was like flashing lights.
It's like, what is going on?
Funky colors.
What are they going for?
And then Flow Rider comes in out of nowhere.
But yeah. And I feel like, honestly, the fact that Flo Rida showed up, it's cool, but I feel like it weakens the performance in the sense that it feels more generic having a rap feature.
I mean, okay, I don't think it would be a problem if they had a rap feature. It's just, why did you pick Flow Rider? You know?
I feel
Why
like-
didn't you pick someone that represented your country?
Like
Yes.
Europe hates America. Like you think like having an American rapper, especially one that where his name is a state, a US state, you really think Europe's gonna like that? But
I don't know. I thought it was fun. I liked the dynamic,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's just Flow Rider, like
Yeah.
being interacting with
Mhm.
an artist. So I don't know. I liked that aspect of it, but how much of that is dependent on the competition? I guess I don't know.
I feel like Americans we like it more than Europeans.
That's you know what? Maybe that's the American in me
Yeah.
coming out.
we got
Mhm.
Flow Rider, so we actually know. But yeah,
So- What are you guys scoring it then? I feel like you guys might be scoring it a little bit higher than I expected.
I'll give it 5.5, 6.
Oh, never mind.
I would probably give it like a 6.5, 7.
I'm at a 6.
Yeah.
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 We're all kind of hovering around that
Mhm.
6.5 ish area.
So
So
I don't think I gave 5 10s in this.
you gave a lot of 10s,
I think I only gave
10s and 9s.
Yeah, I give more 9s than 10s. I
You were
think.
very generous.
Yeah.
It was very rare that you dipped below the 5 mark. I feel.
only for like 2 performances.
What was the second one again?
Moldova,
Oh,
Sugar Girl.
okay, that's fair.
But yeah.
Not fair.
But now moving on. Now that we covered each performance, let's go give our own personal top 10s.
So are we going to just do our 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9 like that?
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah,
Okay.
let's do
Okay.
that. So do you want to start off with your personal 10?
Okay. My 10 is Portugal.
Ooh.
Mine was. Oh wait, this doesn't sound right. You go first.
Portugal was actually my number 11. They're at
Okay.
the cusp. But 10 was Belgium for me.
Portugal was actually my number 11 as well.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't agree with my list right now. I'm gonna bump this. Sorry, 1 second. Junior, how you doing, buddy? Here's your part in the podcast where you can participate with our fans. What are you wearing right now?
Khakis.
Ooh.
Steven, you got any questions for our editor?
How old are you?
Oh. Junior, can you put up a crudely drawn photo of yourself? I want you to draw it in 10 seconds and then take a picture of it with your phone.
Oh my god, how long?
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so my number 10 was Serbia.
Whoa.
The 3 girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Huracan.
Wow.
I get it. I respect that.
I am shocked.
I respect that.
Okay. My
Shocked in what way?
they were nowhere near my top 10.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'll stick with it. I'll stick
Yeah.
with it.
Okay.
What do you guys think about my 10 being Belgium?
They were like 11, 12-ish for me.
Yeah.
11, 12-ish, 13-ish.
Belgian.
The Kate Blanchett.
Oh, I don't even know. They weren't. She wasn't
Yeah.
that close for me.
Oh dang, I was really moved by their performance.
Okay, let me make sure I have 10 on
It gave
here.
me
1, 2,
chills.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have 10. Okay. My number 9 is Greece.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it.
What about you?
That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me personally, my number 9 was Bulgaria, the Billie Eilish girl.
Really?
Yeah, I thought she was really cool. Yeah, she had a really cool performance, and I loved her voice. It was just so nice to hear. So, what is it? Appealing to the ear.
Yeah.
My number 9 was Switzerland.
Ooh,
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John's Cheers.
Yeah. All right.
The emo French boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 8 is Bulgaria.
Nice. Nice. My number 8 was Finland.
My number 8 was France.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
My number 7 was Ukraine.
Nice.
That's pretty close to mine, actually.
Yeah. Wait, what Brandon go?
My number 7 was Switzerland.
My number 7 was Cyprus.
Oh my
Really?
God. Wow.
I have a soft spot for that really pop sound. I don't know. That really like that basic ass
No, I get it.
basic ass Lady Gaga pop sound, you know.
I get it.
Were
I
you
think-
more attracted to like her though, or something?
No,
Oh.
no, it was honestly just the pop sound. I thought it was
Hmm.
it's kind of I don't know.
I think being the opener like kind of made me forget her.
As you do, because there are a lot of countries,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
But
my number 6?
yeah,
Yes.
you're on 6.
My number 6 is France.
Nice.
Okay, all right. My number 6 was Lithuania.
Really?
Yeah, the Roop, the discotheque.
Yeah.
Ooh, super fun. Super fun.
My number 6 was Ukraine.
Okay.
Nice.
Ukraine
Yeah, Ukraine is dope.
Ukraine was really cool visually, but they're vocally I mean, the song wasn't enough of a song to put it up higher than a 6,
Mm.
you know?
What score did you give it?
Yeah, I think I gave it like an 8 or something like that, or
Okay.
9. One of the 8 or a 9.
All right. So my number 5, top 5 territory is Switzerland.
Ooh.
Yeah. John's just, I get it. Yeah, he's a very understandable top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like another performer where I'd say like he won. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it was very
Yeah.
the build up, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
it leading up to that climax was very rewarding. It was very good.
My number 5 was Ukraine.
Nice.
Yeah. She's so cool.
She is really cool.
Uh,
I mean, that's a fair spot to put her at. I almost put her at my 5 as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For my 5, I put Iceland.
How does it keep getting better?
Nice.
Yeah.
Just because it was so
The quirky one.
it was just so Eurovision.
Yes.
You know, it has to be right there in
Mhm.
the middle, you know?
My number 4 was Italy. So yeah, the
Wow.
winner at number
We'll
4.
go over. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's fine. Yeah.
Oh well, we
We all-
know, right?
Yeah, we all know Italy won, but like
yeah.
we'll go over the top 10 like in a bit. But my number 4 was Malta.
Malta was 4?
Yeah, Destiny.
What?
She was great.
Yeah, she
was in the
was
top
great.
5.
She was greater than 4.
I thought she would at least be top 3 for you.
I gave her like 9.5.
Yeah, why is that
Wait,
not?
What's your 4th?
Okay, sorry. My 4 is Lithuania.
Okay, cool. Now the top 3, these are my 3 10s, and it's kind of hard to rank them, but this is what I'm feeling right now, and this is my truth. So number 3 is Iceland.
My number 3 is also Iceland. Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect.
You guys rated Iceland way higher than mine.
Iceland was great, dude.
Iceland was great.
I really loved Iceland. They remind me of like the Legos. I don't know why. Just-
I felt like it was just too much of a novelty to put up higher than
I
where
get
it
it.
was, you know?
I get
Than
it.
a 5. 5, I thought 5 was very generous for me, anyways, with my opinion on it.
Like I get why people wouldn't like it. You know, they're like, oh, this is just too weird for me. Like this is too like. But honestly, like it was great. I loved it. I loved how different it was. But yeah, well,
It was really different and it was really catchy, and their dancing was very infectious. I will
Mhm.
say that.
What was your number 3?
Number 3, Malta.
all right.
Okay, you only put her a spot above my.
No, but she at least made top 3.
The top 3 sounds way better than top 4.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
sounds like you're
God.
really reaching for a compliment.
Oh my
I'm
God.
top 4.
I
I got the top 3 award.
You're making me look like the Simon Cowell.
I'm
now.
bronze.
hate Malta. I don't know why.
I loved Malta.
Not enough.
All right, okay. Now number 2, just shy of the number 1 spot.
Oh,
Who do you
this
put
is-
as your runner-up?
So hard between these top 2. So hard. Okay, right now, this is my truth. My truth right now is number 2 is Lithuania. So,
Ooh.
but like number 1 and 2 are practically tied for me. Just letting the audience know.
My number 2 is France.
Okay.
I loved
What?
her. I loved her performance.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She
Someone,
was-
this is the reason why the Big 5 exists, because of people like him.
You put France above Malta?
I loved France's performance. It was
Would you
so
listen to that
captivating.
song normally?
Honestly, maybe.
What? But it's not. It's a maybe. I would listen to Malta's song like all the time. It would
Yeah.
be in my daily mix on
Yes.
Spotify.
But I think the
Yes.
fact that it's just that's a song that I wouldn't listen to. The fact that I was so engaged in it, I was just so captivated by it, really impressed me.
I mean, yeah, it captivated me like a soundtrack would, but a soundtrack wouldn't work in this, you know. I mean, I rated France on my top 10 as well. They were number 8. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a fair spot for that type of song in this songwriting contest.
Ooh, they're fighting. Ooh.
Battle of the
this
Bands.
isn't new. This isn't new. Us disagreeing.
Wait, what's your number 2 then?
Oh, my number 2, it was really hard between these two. Okay,
Yes.
everyone can probably assume what it already is, but number 2 for me, and it hurts me to say it, is Finland, the new metal band.
Wow.
Because I love that genre so much. I love Korn. I love Linkin Park. I love all those bands, you know?
Yeah, it reminded me very much of like a mix between Linkin Park and Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, that whole
Yeah.
era of rap metal kind of thing.
Did you have any problems with the song?
Not really. The only I'll get to it when I when we say our number ones.
All right. My number 1 is Malta. I really, really loved it. I think Destiny is amazing. And I really feel like it embodies what Eurovision is becoming. So I really think if I were to vote for a first place right now, it would be Malta.
I agree with everything that you just said.
Yeah, me too.
My top. Well, you go actually, because that's the order.
And
we've
we
been
already
going in.
know.
But yeah, number 1, no question about it for me, Italy.
Yeah,
You guys are
you bought a fucking t-shirt.
Måneskin, you guys rock. I love you guys. Also, just so you guys know, Måneskin, they're actually on Italy's X Factor. And then there's this festival called San Remo, which is like an Italy like competition of artists, and they won that. And they used the song Zitti Buoni as their song choice.
Huh?
Were they
Yeah.
allowed? Wait, but they.
Wait. So it's pre-made.
Yeah, how are they
But I
allowed
think-
to?
I think because they won San Remo, they got to be the choice for Eurovision.
I thought it
think-
was a songwriting contest
Yeah.
though.
But I think like
Oh, disqualify.
no, but I think
Disqualify.
like I think San Remo is meant for Eurovision. Like
oh,
Oh.
You know what I'm trying to say?
okay.
which
Like
Italy,
it's
who's gonna
like what-
represent Italy.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So does that make
Discarded.
more sense?
Yeah, it does. It
I
does.
still disqualify them, but okay.
My number 1 was also Italy.
Oh yeah.
So okay, here's the reasoning why. Because I really, really love Finland as personally. Like the reason why I put Italy above it was because it was such a more solid commercial song that I could see succeeding globally. It would play in commercials. People will play it on the radio. People like Brandon will buy their T-shirts.
Yeah, like honestly, that chorus was like super catchy.
super catchy.
Yeah.
They have a look, they have a brand that is like set in stone. You know,
Wait,
they're
are we talking about Finland or Italy?
no, we're talking about Italy.
Oh, yeah.
Italy is a brand that is set like perfect for someone that would want to produce them, and that's why I put Italy above it. But I will say this: Malta. Okay, so my top 2 are my top 2 because that's just me personally.
Yeah.
If I'm talking more fairly in regards to the competition,
Like, objectively.
Malta, I would say, is the person that spiritually
Yeah.
embodies this competition
And
the most.
I can agree to that. I think Malta, like out of all the acts, I think overall, I'm being like super objective. She had the best overall performance.
Sorry, dog.
that scared the shit out of me too.
Like, she did
Malta,
like
because she embodied, you know, she brought back that saxophone riff. She had that catchy lead hook.
Mm-hmm.
She had the powerful vocals. She had the flashy style.
Mhm.
You know, it had everything that embodied Eurovision.
Shout out to Destiny.
Yes. Invite me to Malta.
So, I mean, you know, I feel like
Hmm.
she probably, if not Italy, she probably deserves to win the most.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Her energy was so infectious. Like I think, like if there's a miscongeniality, she probably would have won or something.
Yeah.
She was super charming.
Yeah, you just want to hang out.
Yeah.
You know, you just want to be in the same room with her, you know, experiencing that. So,
All right. Let's close off with now revealing the actual top 10. How accurate do you think your top 10 is?
not at all.
I know it's not. Well, actually, I don't know. Wait, let me. I might have like I think I actually might have like 7 out of the top 10.
What was your 11 spot?
Belgium.
Oh,
probably.
that's right. That's
What
right.
was your 11th spot?
Portugal.
Yeah.
It's either Belgium or Moldova, but
Oh wait.
you guys are hating on Moldova.
Quick question. I just want to go through this, but who are your bottom 5?
Oh, dude. Okay.
Oh.
I don't keep that track, but here's the things I did not like. I did not like Spain. I did not like UK, and I think those are the only 2 that I did not like at all.
Well,
Oh, and Norway was boring.
Yeah, Norway was a standout. I didn't like Azerbaijan. I didn't like that one.
Oh, Cyprus and Albania. Sorry, girls.
And then obviously UK was just a fucking bomb for me.
yeah.
Other than that, I'm not sure.
For me, it was.
Oh, Sweden as well. I wouldn't know. I don't know if Sweden ranks as low as those ones, but
it was
I
just
had
disappointing.
I had a lot of problems with Sweden's as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. For me personally, it was like UK, Moldova. This isn't really bad, but it's just like Albania was forgettable. Like she only had one cool moment, but other than that, I didn't care for her performance. I guess Azerbaijan as well. But yeah. Sorry guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's move on to the actual top 10. So number 10 we have
Are we gonna do this for all 10?
yeah. Greece.
Okay.
Number 10 was Greece.
Okay.
How do you feel about that being number 10? Do you get it?
I put it in my top 10, so I get it.
Yeah.
Greece was not in my top 10, but I get it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess I don't like the female pop artist, I guess. And she also has that reputation of being a kid Eurovision star.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she wasn't in my top 10 just because the visuals were a little distracting. Yeah, that pillow is because of the dog. So
All right. What was number 9?
Number 9 was
Brandon.
Russia.
No.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Maybe it's the message.
I mean, I get it. It was very Europe.
And her performance did stand out since she was like,
In the dress.
yeah, that dress.
Yeah.
And
but
she did like
no.
a rapping. But I just personally did not enjoy the song.
It wasn't my thing.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
just maybe it's just not our cup of tea.
If that's like what the Russian music scene is like, I'm glad I'm not living there. Burn.
Oh my
Damn.
god. Oh my god.
Damn.
Moving on. Number 8 was Lithuania.
Should be higher, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I think Lithuania deserves at least a top 5.
Yeah. Moving on to number 7, we got.
Oh my god. Scaring me.
Well, number 7 was Malta.
What?
No,
Yeah.
that was shocking.
That is fucking
Yeah.
Shocking.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that at all. Who are the
Mhm.
who? Okay, how's this ranked again? Sorry.
Okay.
like-
oh yeah. Let me tell you how it votes. So
Is it a panel of all the countries?
yeah. So here it's weird. There's like 2 rounds of voting. So the first round is they have representatives of each country. They give out a disperse of points. So like, I'm gonna give this country 1 point. I'm gonna give this country 2 points, all the way leading up to 12 points. So that's how it works.
Of every country, right?
Yeah, and they can't give a vote to their own country.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair then.
Yeah, they can't give any points to their own
So
country.
that's round 1, and then round 2 is
Is-
a public vote,
yeah.
which really heavily skews things. So like before the public vote, Malta was in the top 5, but after the
Oh.
public vote, they got very poor votes. And then
Yeah.
I think it's just because, and I think that's why having a big 5 is kind of cheating, and like because they're already famous, like you know,
Yeah.
so people are gonna vote for those countries.
Oh, so a fun fact: UK got 0-0, so they got 0 votes from the juries, and they got 0 votes from the public.
What?
Yeah,
Good.
That's funny.
them.
UK got 0 votes from the public. Germany got 0 votes from the public. Spain got 0 votes from the public, and Netherlands got 0 votes from the public.
Damn.
It sucks. Yeah,
Oh well.
but honestly, the UK like he was laughing it off. He was like, yeah, he was like cheering, and everyone was cheering them on. To all those who got 0.
Well,
There you go.
Yeah.
Malta deserved better, is what we're trying to get at.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think just
agree.
because it's from like a lesser known country, that's why I didn't get good votes, which is why I don't think a public vote should be in whatever. But it is what it is.
But it's funny how like all the countries, like 4 of the countries that move on to the finale, got 0 votes.
Yeah, they don't belong there.
I think Netherlands should have gotten points, if any. Like, but yeah. So that was number 7, Malta. Number 6 was Finland, the blind channel.
I get it. Like
Yeah.
I know it's not in my top 10, but I get it.
Are you surprised to see them in the top 10?
Finland was the.
Oh my god, the new metal group.
Oh, sorry.
You're
I'm like, I was blanking out. For
number
a second.
2.
Yeah, I mean, I get the reason why they're ranked at where they're at because it's probably not like a Eurovision song, you know. It's because what are they at again? They're at 7,
6.
6.
Also, they were the first ones. Like when they're doing the casting the votes, they're the first ones to take the first number 1 spot before the other countries took over.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were number 1 at one point.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like I get why they're not in the top 5, like I said, because they're probably not like a Eurovision song. It's new metal,
Mhm.
you know, that whole thing. I like the song. I
It's a
think
niche
a great
crowd.
song. It's a niche crowd. So I get it. I'm just at least glad they're in the top
Yeah.
10. You know,
Because like honestly, like if they didn't make it to the top 10, I'd be like, okay, it sucks, but I get it.
yeah, I would.
You know.
Yeah, I would feel the same way. I'd be like, I get it.
Yeah, I think 6 is a really good spot for them. Number 5. What do you think about them being number 6?
Oh, I get it. Like it's
Yeah.
not in my wheelhouse, but I get it. Yeah.
Well, number 5. Well, here, how about this for top 5? Who do you think did number 5?
I know. So
Oh, you know?
yeah.
Okay. Who do you think was number 5?
I would say Ukraine.
Dude, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Ukraine was number 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's kind of insane because he had like 20 countries to choose from.
Yeah.
I mean, Ukraine is definitely. I knew Ukraine was gonna be in top 5 for
Mhm.
that as well. I didn't think like I gave. I mean, it's kind of for the same reason I put Ukraine at 6 for me because Ukraine, it was very cool. It was
Mhm.
very captivating, but it was too gimmicky and niche
Yeah.
to
was
be
it
like
too,
a top contender.
Was it like techno
song.
EDM? Like
You know,
was like the genre that was setting you off?
no, it wasn't that. It was just like too. I don't know. It's too out there to be a top contender, and in a
Yeah.
song contest like this. You know,
You know, it's funny. Italy in their interview, they said Ukraine was their favorite.
I can see
Yeah.
that. I can see that because they're so out there as well.
Mhm.
You know, but in a different way, in a winning way,
way.
apparently.
Number 4.
Yeah. Who do you think number 4 is?
Number 4, Burger King foot lettuce.
Number 15.
Is that really what a
Burger
number 4
King
is at
foot
Burger King?
lettuce.
What?
The last thing
You don't know that
want on your
reference?
Burger
No.
King burger is someone's foot.
I don't think I
lettuce.
do. What is
No, there's this one. Never mind. When I look up Burger King foot lettuce and you'll understand. Anyways, number 4, I would, if I had to guess, I would think. Did you say Switzerland already?
No.
Switzerland.
Close. It's Iceland.
Oh,
Iceland's number 4. The corky ones.
damn.
Yeah.
I get it. I thought they would honestly rank higher personally, but like I get it.
Yeah. Number 4 was they also had number 1 at one point, and so did Ukraine. Ukraine was number 1 at one point, but then they went to Iceland right after, and Iceland took over the number 1 spot. But yeah, Iceland was really fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
I'm be honest. I think I would have said Iceland. I thought you already said Iceland.
Oh.
So it's fine. So yeah, I could see that 4. That's very respectable because they were
Mhm.
they were on that like cusp of being like a great song on its own. You said it was a great song on its own.
Yeah.
For me personally, I felt like it was just a little gimmicky to be a song on its own, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Obviously.
All right. Now moving on to number 3. Who do you think number 3 was?
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact: Switzerland actually got the most votes in the first round. Like they were leading.
And then the public betrayed them.
Damn.
Yeah.
So Switzerland was up by the judges, and then the public just kind of So I'm guessing that the true results we could just look at what the judges voted, and that's kind of what it would be at. Because when you bring the public in, they can just like
No, and then
play
this is
favoritism.
crazy. The Italian band Måneskin, they all have 1 million plus followers on Instagram prior to Eurovision. So that's why I think it's heavily skewed. No hate. Like I feel like it is.
damn. Damn, that is true.
Yeah.
That is. Hold on. Huh?
Okay. All right.
Junior, what was that? Do you have more? What are you saying?
Who is number 2?
What is going on? Oh.
Hi. I would just like to say hello. And I'm now in the podcast. Thank you for your time.
What do you think about the length of this podcast and all the work you're gonna have to do?
It's a lot. It's an hour and a half, but you know what? I respect the work you guys are doing, and I love you all for doing it. Thank you.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you, Junior.
It's nice meeting you.
Oh yeah, moving on. Number 2.
That was so wholesome.
So yeah, who do you think number 2 is now?
Number 2, UK. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. That is a joke. That is a joke. Huh. Did you say France already? France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
France. France is number 2.
I think it's a little high, but I mean, I get it because it's very European.
That's the reason why I guessed it. It's like
Yeah.
super European. Yeah.
She was great.
She could have worn a beret and
Yeah.
gotten away with it, you know.
Yeah. All right. Number 1, we all know.
Yeah.
And
Enemy.
I get it. I think it deserved its win. I mean, it wouldn't have been my choice, but I get why it won.
Yeah. Commercially, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Any studio, any producer can pick that band up and make money.
Both the song and the performance honestly like carry each other. Like they both hold up.
And I'm just looking at it from a commercial standpoint. So
So good.
All right.
So good. Thank you guys so much for checking out on today's episode of Battle of the Bands podcast. I am Brandon Virgo.
Steven, last second. Do you have anything to plug?
Don't follow me anywhere.
Got it. Got it.
Not even
No, don't follow.
What about physically?
Don't follow me anywhere. Don't follow me in any social media. I mean, if you're looking for music content, I am not the one for you to follow.
Junior,
So-
just bleep all this next part out.
They're just my brother.
Just bleep all this next part out. He
Yeah.
did it. He's
We need to make sure all of that got deleted.
Why would you do that? Why would you expose it like that?
wow. What? Can you believe what I just said? That no one will ever know.
Yeah,
the
what a
truth
big
of?
reveal. Yeah, but don't follow me on any social media because I don't really.
You better hope
Yeah.
Junior remembers to listen all the way to the end of this podcast.
Yes.
Junior,
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Anyways, what are your thoughts on Eurovision overall?
It's great. I can't wait to do this next year.
Oh, great. I'm glad we got another fan.
Maybe we'll have more people. Maybe we'll have enough following to have a real European person on.
Like a watch party
Yeah,
of
we could like
Eurovision.
have a Zoom.
Yeah.
Who's-
That might be good.
Um,
I hear how like
I think it's 8. I could be wrong.
I wonder what our team thinks of Portugal's performance in Eurovision.
Who knows?
I don't know. What would you guys think? I don't know. Do you think he would like it?
I think he would.
I think he'd put it around maybe outside the top 10.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for checking out Battle of the Bands podcast. We are on Instagram.
Social media.
I don't know, Junior. You look this up every time. Just throw it up on the screen.
Instagram, YouTube, Spotify are the big ones.
Follow us on Instagram so we don't have to go live on Brandon's fucking personal account anymore.
Yeah, follow our personal accounts as well at Mr. B Virgo.
At Visual Poetry Forever. And don't follow Steven.
Please.
All right, so signing off. This has been Battle of the Bands podcast. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. We'll see you next time.
Wait. Can you do it again?
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye. Oh, I don't have it. Wait.
Oh. Goodbye.
Goodbye.